gone to dinner or made dinner and decided that you wanted a glass of wine before, but not really necessarily knowing what you wanted to pair with it? Or you attempted to pair something with it and either made the wine taste terrible or made the food taste terrible? Yeah. I have been a wine and food enthusiast for the past 3 years now. I go on wine tastings minimum of 3 times a month, just trying to sample everything I can. Wine itself actually has a lot of health benefits. It is heart healthy. It can help you lose weight. It can boost your immune system and help reduce bone loss, to improve your memory. A little bit of history and background on wine itself. First off, the first recorded record that we have of it was back in 6000 BC. The Egyptians, they wrote hieroglyphics on their tombs for it. They also buried their pharaohs with a bottle of wine, so that way whenever they passed over, they could have something to party with. Also, the Greeks highly looked up to wine. By the Roman era, pretty much every single street had a wine bar on it. By the time it hit the 18th century, wine really became popular. They finally came out with all these different kinds. They figured out the different berries that they could use, and they really became like down to the region on where you got your wine from, how it tasted. First state here in the United States, first one that produced wine grapes was Ohio. And then after that, shortly after that, California created them. And there are over 1,000 different types of wine grapes. Their skins are a lot thicker, and they are smaller in size. They're a lot sweeter, and they have seeds in them actually too. Whenever you go through the process of making wine, you pick out whatever sort of grapes you want, whether it just be one or multiple different varieties of it. And you take that and you basically just smash them all down, create the juice. If you're creating a white wine, then they remove the skins from it immediately after they create the juice to create the red wine, because red wine actually has a completely different texture than white wine does, and it's because they actually sit in with the skins for a longer period of time. What kind of wine you want, of course, first and foremost, it depends on your own taste buds. Next is if you have an acid-based wine and an acid-based food, they actually pair very well together. But if you have an acid-based wine or food, don't pair it with something creamy, because they completely counteract the different flavors, and it'll actually make both of which taste way worse than what it actually should. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start going through the 9 basic styles of wine that they have. So, to start off, we have a Sauvignon Blanc, and it is a dry white wine. These are supposed to be served cold. Most white wines are actually served cold. Pinot Grigio and Sauvignon Blanc are both examples of what this one is. They go really good with vegetables, both sauteed and raw, and they go very well with chicken. I will tell you, white wines are usually a lot more floral, and red wines are more peppery, usually. Next up, we have a Moscato. This is a sweet white. A lot of people pair them with either cheese or cake. It also goes really well with Thai and Indian food. We have a rich white wine. These need to be served chilled. The different kinds that name, and which is very popular as far as the rich wines go. But yes, fish, chicken, crab, and lobster is really good with this, along with the harder cheese. Next, we have a sparkling, which can be either champagne or prosecco. Very good with salty foods and bread and different sort of mild cheeses. We have a light red wine. This one is supposed to be served at a cool room temperature. One is, it's very good with roasted vegetables and almost any kind of meat you could think of. Well, except fish. As far as reds go, this one's not as dry. There's a little bit of hint of sweetness as well as the peppery back flavor to it. Should be very like savory all together and mixed up. Next we have some red wine. This one needs to be served at room temperature. The different kinds that come in like this is a Merlot and a regular Zinfandel. Medium red wines are good with any sort of red meat and chicken and lasagna, and actually it is recommended with pizza with the red sauce. We have a bold red wine. This one needs to be served at room temperature. These are really good with red meat and black pepper. And so we have our dessert wine. The temperatures vary for these. Basically, it's more so on your own particular preference. Next, I have a rosé. Really go well with Greek food and fried chicken and pork and sharp cheeses. This one needs to be served at room temperature. Next time you all are out having dinner or something or dessert and you decide you're trying to pair something, I hope that this whole experience comes to mind for you.
Great presentation.
Thank you all.